All right, lady and gentlemen, welcome. How is your week this week, Ben? Tell me something good.
I got a client that
Hey, all right, my man. Tell us about that.
I've been running him around for rental or a $100,000 to $200,000 investment property, and
Okay.
I finally got him to go talk to my lender. He was dealing with a different lender. He finally talked to my lender. My lender's like, "Look, dude, you're qualified to a hell of a lot more than this. You're thinking generational wealth. Johnny knows how to get you generational wealth. I've been working with Johnny, and he now has multiple properties under his belt. Why don't you just go find a 4-unit property? I can get you qualified to 1.5 million."
That's a good chunk of change right there for sure.
Yeah. And now he's like, he called me back this morning and said, "JQ, find me a 4-unit. I'm getting qualified to as high as I can for a VA loan." As my next goal,
Congratulations.
to go find him a 4-unit in Virginia that's within an hour of the Pentagon.
That was going to be my question. Where do you anticipate that you may be able to find that?
I already talked to him about, hey, I know you want to be close to the Pentagon because that's where he works. It's like, I used to do the transit from DC in. It takes you about an hour no matter where you're at in DC via local public transit to get in. Do you want to do that? He goes, "No, I do not want to be in DC. I do not want to be in Baltimore or Maryland. I want to be in Virginia." I'm like, "Okay, then we're going to have a transit here." Honestly, you're going to have adjust the radius out to about 30 to 40 miles away from I've
I'm
already had
thinking
that talk with him.
Winchester or maybe Stafford, but I'm thinking Winchester.
Yeah.
1.5. What do you say? 1.5 or 1.1?
Anything between 1 to 1.5.
Oh yeah, I mean you can make that work in those areas for sure. Congratulations, great job. Yeah.
But I've been working with him for about 4 months now, trying to find him something that fits, and then he just changes his mind. But that's an investor for you.
Ravy, before we get started, can you reach out to Efren and see if he's available? He wasn't with us yesterday either. I want to make sure he's doing okay. Please and thank you.
Okay.
Thanks. What my experience has been with investors is they can be challenging and unrealistic and unfaithful. And so I'm sharing that with you so that you can go into this with, eyes wide open. Now, I've also had some investors that also are faithful. So, I've got some investor clients that I've worked with throughout the years that would only use me. And in some cases, those are some of the easiest transactions because they often come to me with the deal. And, they ask for my opinions and I give them good, strong, valid advice, which you'll do the same, Johnny, because of your experience. And so, which isn't always, hey, buy this property. It's taking a look at the financials. It's doing a deep dive into, are these financials valid that the owner is presenting to us? Because you already know they're not. So let's figure out what's real and what's not real, to be able to, analyze what we're dealing with here. So my suggestion is just have eyes wide open with it. It's almost the same as like what I talk to when I'm talking to investors and I'm talking to them about investment properties. I say, listen, landlord is, you either have one of two types of tenants. They're either the best tenants in the world or they're a nightmare. And there's, seldom I've had anything in between. I think investors are sort of the same way. Either your best client or your worst client. Good job.